Hi, I'm Anna. Guys, we never thought that this day will come, but here it is. In season 29, the most powerful character will be Witch Doctor. And not just Witch Doctor, but the Chicken Witch Doctor! The ultimate power of the chicken will be destroying absolutely everyone and everything in season 29. Wow. Guys, and I don't believe that I'm saying it, but yeah, it's actually true. In the latest patch, we got the ultimate chicken buff that will make this setup, the chicken setup, the S tier build in season 29. This is incredibly weird and incredibly cool. Chicken usually before this incredible patch, it was always the build that you were using no maximum for T16, and even for T16 it wasn't like the best one. It's super fast, and now also it will be really powerful, and I am beyond happiness because I am, guys, if you don't know, I'm an ultimate Witch Doctor fan, but I became a Witch Doctor fan because of the chicken skill. As soon as I started playing Witch Doctor, as soon as I find out that Witch Doctor has a skill that can actually transform your character into a chicken and kill the enemies in the chicken form, I was fully in love. That's it, I was lost, because this is so fun and this is so ridiculous. This shouldn't be in a game about the demons, but because it's here, that it's making it so cool and so OP. Finally, in the Diablo game, we have the coolest build ever. This video, guys, I'm gonna show you the push version of this build, how you will be actually destroying the high level great rifts. I'm gonna show you the chill version and the super duper powerful version of the build, so you can choose how you wanna do it and how you wanna learn actually the build and the mechanics in this build. Okay, let's go. I am using here, and I just figured this out, that I'm using here, guys, 4 sets in this setup. There are 4 different sets. Oh my gosh. The main one, yeah, so I have 5 pieces of Arahir set here, and I'm using it because this is the set that's actually buffing the damage of the chicken, guys. And here is the note: the chicken, it is not a pet. You may think so because, well, oops. You may think so because actually it's, well, the chicken, and the chicken is shooting little chickens, but, well, it's not a pet. Diablo universe, the chicken, it is a creature, and Arahir is 6-piece set bonus here is buffing the damage of your creature skills by just a lot. That's why you're using here Arahir, and also that's why all the damage multipliers for pets are not working with it, so you don't need to, you won't use them in this set. Okay, and we are also using, obviously, our weapon and our offhand is the chicken set. Manajuma chicken set is here. Yeah, it's a must. It is the thing that's allowing your chicken to stay for 15 seconds. You're constantly in this form. It's giving you, after the latest update, more damage, and it's giving you also the damage reduction. Guys, when you're in the chicken form, when you are in the chicken form, you are constantly shooting the little chickens. They are running to the enemies, they are dealing the damage also, but your main damage will happen in this big explosion when you yourself, your character, will be transforming, will be jumping from the chicken form into a human form. In this explosion, you will be destroying half a map. And all of this is obviously happening because of this set. We also have here the Guardian set. It is giving you a lot of damage, it's giving you a lot of survivability. I really like it here. I'm using the helm, I'm using the bracers, and I also use here the Endless Walk, and this is so not an obvious choice, but I'm using it here because of 2 reasons. First of all, it's giving you actually damage reduction when you are moving. The chicken is, the why I'm always wanna press it. Chicken is really fast, and while you will be running from a monster pack to a monster pack, this set will make you pretty much immortal. This is really cool. Besides that, when you're standing still, obviously you will be getting a big damage buff. Guys, on quite a lot of great rifts, you will be able to still, with this setup, you will feel yourself tanky enough to actually still stay still long enough to be able to apply this buff. Especially on the boss, I pretty much all the time was able to stay still. On the super high level great rifts, it will be problematic to stay still in a lot of cases, but guys, anyway, you will be able to get the shield pylon during the rift, so during the shield pylon you will be able to fully apply this buff. This setup currently with the endless walk, it is not the most powerful one that you can have, but this is the wonderful setup that you can use in the beginning, so to say, or when you're learning all the mechanics, or if you want to push kind of in a chill way, in a more relaxed way. So this is also absolutely working, but be aware that it can become a bit tricky on the super duper high level to be able to stand still long enough. Also, I have here the Witching Hour. This is just OP belt. This is the belt that doesn't have the legendary power, but has such an insane stats that it's a really cool one. Use it. And Ring of Emptiness here. It's the only ring that's actually working with the chicken and buffing the chicken, because absolutely everything else doesn't. All the other damage multipliers just not gonna apply here, since chicken is not a pet. But Ring of Emptiness is a must. What are we rolling on our gear, guys? This is difficult. Hex, it's a defensive skill, and it is ridiculous. It is the skill that you can't roll on your gear, that you can't buff, because, well, you're not buffing defensive skill. Why would you? In the Diablo universe, in the Diablo whole idea, defensive skills are not supposed to deal that much damage. But now they do. Now your angry chicken deals a lot of damage. You can't, unfortunately, buff it on your items, but what you can, you are rolling area damage everywhere to maximize the explosion of the chicken. Just to buff the chicken explosion. You are then rolling everywhere where you can crits, crit hit, crit hit chance, crit hit damage as much as you can, and also survivability, always a nice thing. So vitality, ammo would be really sweet. The gems that you are using here, and intelligence gems, for Witch Doctor, or if you need more ammo, if you want more survivability, you would use here dexterity or strength gems. They are in Diablo universe, will be increasing your ammo. Here we go. Life in the Helm. And the super duper gems here, Bane of Trapped, Bane of Stricken, and Esoteric Alteration. Here we go. In the coop, what do we have? We have the Clucky, guys, the new updated Witch Doctor bow. Witch Doctor is now playing with a bow, but I guess now Witch Doctor is playing with a bow. This is the bow that's giving you chicken multiplier stacking mechanics. So, well, guys, when you're transformed into a chicken, you will have the chicken icon now on your bar, and as many you see the chickens that are running away from your big chicken, they will give you the stacks. The more you will be able to gather during the chicken cycle, the bigger will be the explosion that your main chicken, that your character will cause in the end of this cycle. Usually during the full cycle you're getting like 30 chickens, so your main goal is to gather them all, to spend the maximum amount of time in the chicken form, and then to unleash the explosion in the correct moment when you gathered all the monsters together. So this is all the Clucky is doing now. The latest patch, the latest update that's Clucky give us. It's also buffing us, it's also giving us the damage, and it's giving us this stacking mechanic. We have here Lacumbos and Amet braces that are keeping us alive, amazing braces, and the Ring of Royal Grandeur to make all our insane sets work here. Let's go into the skills. The skill combination here. Quite ridiculous, guys, once again, because usually we're not using hex, where you're not using defensive skills as our main damage dealer. So we have here Spirit Barrage Monitor. This is allowing us to trigger the stricken for the boss. You're actually not using the Spirit Barrage that much during the Rift, you don't need it that much, but for the boss fight it's really cool to have it. I really like Piranha's Piranado here because it's allowing me to group the enemies better together. together. Soul Harvest, Language, Ultimate Must, it's increasing our armor, one of the best Witch Doctor skills. Also here, Spirit Walk, Giant, here we go. It is allowing us, yeah, this is defense mechanism of Witch Doctor. It's allowing us to stay in the spirit realm. It's what's making you, for a couple of seconds, immune for absolutely everything. Locust Swamp Pestilence is something that's activating our Ring of Emptiness. And Hex, Angry Chicken. Let's unleash the damage. Confidence Ritual here. Grave Injustice, Spirit Vessel, and Creeping Death, they are our passives. Instead of Spirit, I love playing with the Cheat Death. A lot of people will say that Cheat Death sucks and you should play with Slumpland Attunement, because this one will just give you a lot of resistance and, you know, yeah, you will feel yourself better. Well, good luck, guys. I just love playing with the Cheat Deaths. Okay, that was our chill pushing setup. Still pushing, still really a lot of damage. But if you wanna maximize your damage, you will need to do the following. Well, first of all, you will have to get rid of these, and you will have to use this is insane. This is really bad. So guys, you will have to use Squirt Necklace. It's giving you 100% more damage, but it's making you 50% squishier. Be ready. And obviously Conversion of Elements, that would give you 200% damage on the correct rotation. With this, in this case, it will be poison rotation. So you should plan really careful, and you should explode your chicken on a poison circle here to activate, to get yourself the Conversion of Elements buff. Our follower, what will be happening with our follower? Here we go. Guys, this is my half-naked PTR follower, but still quite a useful one. Love going with Enchantress on Witch Doctor. What is a must? You have the Flavor of Time, you have the Nemesis, the Braces, you have the token, your follower cannot die, Enchantress Focus, just because I really like when I don't have to think about my follower at all, and I always know that my follower is somewhere there around, carrying my, giving me my pylons, my follower is giving me. It's also having a couple of useful items here. It has Tal Russia, chest ammo, and this can be a bit tricky because it's a visit item, and so you will have to play the visit to get this one, but it is why you're using it, because it's giving you attack speed. For the follower, it's not bad if the follower can cast the skills faster. Guys, it's a cool thing to have, but you can replace it with the chest ammo with a really high intelligence, but if you have it, yeah, it will be like super duper awesome. The same reason using here the cane set in this case, because it's giving more attack speed for in the situation when we are pushing Great Rifts using the Ring of Royal Granta. Also here is the Oculus Ring, because if you manage to stay still already with Endless Walk set, you better stay still in the Oculus Circle. This will also give you the damage buff. Amazing ring for the follower. Your items will become indestructible. This is really sexy when you're pushing the Great Rifts, why not? And I also have here Blind Fate. Here it is, because this helm is allowing your follower to blind the enemies on hit. It has the secondary like this, so a little bit beautiful ground control for you. The weapon that you have here for the follower has a cool legendary supporting power. Each enemy hit has the, after like you hit them, after the follower is hitting them, each enemy hit has their attack speed and movement speed reduced by 30% for 3 seconds, jumps up to 5 targets. Why not? Beautiful support here after all. We also have here gain immunity to freeze and immobilize effects, and chance on hit to create a chaos field that blinds and shows enemies, slows enemies inside for 4 seconds. Everything, all the ground controlling here we got. You also need to maximize the intelligence that your follower has. Forgot somewhere, guys, the topaz. The maximize the intelligence that Enchantress has, because this will increase the effectiveness of the skills that Enchantress will be casting during the Rift. I'm using here Charm, I'm using here Amplification to increase my elemental damage, and I'm using here Powered Shield to increase my armor. And once again, I just love playing with the Cheat Death, so the follower here is also having the Cheat Death skill. And here we go now, guys. Now I will show you the damage. Now I will show you the chicken, the gameplay. Now we will enjoy the chicken destruction. Let's go! Guys, it's time for destruction. Let's destroy absolutely everyone and everything with the chicken. This build, and I'm not kidding once again, will be the strongest in the new season. And it is absolutely amazing. What should you do with this build? How you should play it? Well, guys, when you're entering the rift, you should find a couple of monsters and press soul harvest. It's important that you keep soul harvest always up to your survivability buff. It's really important that you always have here 5 stacks. You are also starting spreading a locust swarm. It's jumping from enemy to an enemy automatically. This will activate your ring of emptiness buff. After that, you can jump into a chicken form and start running around. You can start grouping the monsters together. You will stay in the chicken form for 15 seconds. Guys, it's important to jump in a chicken form on a poison rotation on your conversion of elements. It's actually really important because exactly 15 seconds after you jumped into the chicken form, you will do your massive big explosion, and it also will be on a poison rotation, which will give you additional buff, gigantic buff from the convention of elements. Should you stay in the chicken form this whole 15 seconds? Yes, guys, you should, because by staying in the chicken form, you will again maximize your damage. You will stack your damage. You can see on your bar little red chicken and the numbers on this red chicken. The numbers are constantly increasing. These are the little chickens that are running around right now while you're in a chicken form, and the more chickens you're gathering while you're in a big chicken form, I said chicken way too many times, so the more little chickens you're gathering, the more chicken stacks you are gathering in a big chicken form, the bigger will be the final chicken explosion. Ideally, in this moment of this final chicken explosion, you're supposed to stay in the Oculus circle. Again, this is the super duper mighty full buff that you can get in this situation. On a high rifts, probably you will have to repeat this whole combination couple of times until the elites will die. Ideally, you need to gather as many mobs as possible to put them all together, and then the explosion will be big and shiny, and the mob's gonna die and the elite's gonna die. Everything will be great. When you first time jumping from the chicken form, you can group the enemies together, put them closer with a Piranha. You can also jump into the spirit walk. This will give you a couple of seconds to breathe, and then you're jumping into your beautiful chicken form, and you are running around, grouping the monsters constantly, bringing more monsters, grouping them together, really nice and sweet. And don't forget, on a poison rotation, you are exploding your chicken. That is awesome. Don't worry if during the rift you're not gonna see any stacks from Squirt Amulet. It's totally fine. It's impossible here not to get any hits. You will use the Squirt Necklace on the boss, and you will use the Squirt Necklace if you will get the Shield Pylon. That's already gonna be amazing buff. If you are using the easy setup, if you are using the setup with Endless Walk set, then it's really important to be able to, in the last couple of seconds, to stay still. So you will be tankier with this setup, obviously, so you will be able to find yourself an Oculus ring, jump into the Oculus ring and just stay still couple of seconds, get yourself a bit of a damage buff from the Endless Walk set. So your rotation: Soul Harvest, Locust, Piranha, Chicken Form on poison rotation of Convention of Elements. Anna, but we have Spirit Barrage on the bar. Why do we have it? You have it there for the boss. Wait for the boss, guys, for the Spirit Barrage. Run, 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 my chicken, run! Fuck. They didn't allow me to explode right in the middle. Blazer, I will be playing today Diablo 4. Give me a little bit of time and I'm going there back. Fuck. Misclicked. Oh my gosh, misclicked so badly. Did I fuck up the rotation? No. Yes. Not my problems if you don't wanna die. What can I do? Dude, you ruined such a perfect rotation. Would so kill you if you would stay in the middle of the pole. Yeah, I have the Guardian set here. Not really good timing. It is! Fuck. Guys, misclicked. I like the build a lot, especially from in terms of to play it good. You need to, I don't know, kill someone. That's gonna require a lot of time and mastering because all of the to do the rotation correct is annoying. Jobik, hi hi! Seasonal hardcore Diablo 3 right now. I reach up Paragon. Rate 118. Class is Demon Hunter. Oh yeah. Mobs are okay, map is not so. But we have the shield pylon. Can we have some elite here? I'm gonna stay in one place, guys. Game of Arrow! Hope you also have a wonderful day. Thank you. Yeah. Like this, you should do it. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I am going, guys, you know. So satisfying, incredibly satisfying. Guys, you know I'm going to play Diablo 4 soon. But let me play with a chicken! It's just impossible. Damn it! No pylon! And here is the boss. And on the boss, guys, you need to press Spirit Barrage, and you need to be sure that the Spirit Barrage is constantly attacking the boss. So this will allow you to maximize the stacks of Bane of Stricken. How you are doing this? Each time when you're jumping out from the chicken form, you are again pressing Spirit Barrage, so the Spirit Barrage buffs is constantly there. In this video, I actually forgot to do it in one of the rotations and then continue doing it again. And you are pretty much doing it all the same. You are constantly keeping up Soul Harvest buff. You are poisoning the boss with Locust Swarm. You are jumping into the chicken form. And ideally, what I wasn't doing here, but ideally, if you're adequate player, what you should do, you should dance around the boss and try not to get any hits, because this will maximize your damage, of course, from the squirt. Run around, carefully run around, but again, carefully, because the Spirit Barrage should constantly attack the boss, so you shouldn't run too far away. But at the same time, you should, dance around and try to get as less hits as it's only possible. You are pretty tanky. Unlikely that the boss gonna actually kill you, likely that the boss gonna one-shot you or anything like this. But you're just gonna deal way more damage if you actually will be able to get less hits, if you actually will be able to keep the squirt stacks up. Chicken Witch Doctor is of course not the best boss killer, but well, it is killing the boss. Eventually, you will be able to destroy him. No, guys, I literally the direct text I'm saying. I'm happy because we have the chicken season. Not such a big secret. Where in your posty rice? Yeah, I agree. Some casual, some plain Witch Doctor. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you really soon on the chicken in season 29 in the sanctuary. Guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and once again, big thank you for watching.